I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to make anybody look bad, and he's going to push a lot of people at the 140 pound division. So like I said, your last opponent was no pushover, but indeed you did, and you have knocking on that door for a title shot. I don't know why they want to do an intern or another fight mandatory after you defeat Catterall. Who's next for a mandatory? Is it Devin Haney? I mean, the list goes on. Why aren't you getting these fights now?
Man, you know what, man? The thing is, too, like, the people don't understand that Teofimo was a super champion, right? So he doesn't have to fight a mandatory. So I don't think the title eliminator really matters, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, is he really going to, at the end of the day, he's not going to fight one of us, so it's like, bro, like, it doesn't really matter, to me, it's like, man, like I wish they would enforce the rule, because if you look at the last 3 or 4 opponents that Teal's fought, they haven't been no one in the top 5 in the WBO, you got Jermaine Ortiz, who was like number 8, then they had Steve Claggett, bro, who had 7 losses, they had a rank, like the last month, for him to fight him, It's like, bro, like, you're talking about I've been number 1, for the past 2 years, and you can't tell this dude to fight his number 1 guy, or at least the number 2 guy, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, he's doing whatever he wants, and he doesn't have a dance partner. He says supposedly Haney turned it down, and Cambosa turned it down, but bro, I'm here, like fight a number 1 guy, you fight the number 1 guy, man, like, but he doesn't seem to want to do it, bro, and honestly, it's frustrating, but like I said, I got off that Teal train, bro, trying to chase him for a long time already, bro. I gave him a lot of attention, a lot of time, and for what, man? He's not gonna fight me at the end of the day. I tried talking shit, didn't work. I tried, contacting, people who I had to, and didn't work. So I mean, at this point, we don't know what else.
Mexican Independence Day, we can call this Teddy Atlas here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You heard it from the champ himself, likely knocking out the competition.
Well, a good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Richard Ortiz of The Fighter's Voice, the only voice that matters. And I like our guest today, Golden Boy's own undefeated top prospect knocking on that title's door. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Arnold Barboza Jr. Welcome to The Fighter's Voice, bro.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I see you out and about moving. Tell us what's going on. You're on the run.
Yeah, no, man. It's for a good cause, though, man. We're doing some pretty cool stuff, man, with the city of El Monte. For Christmas, for the families in really need, man. So I'm out here doing some shopping, man, getting some stuff. Some pretty cool stuff, man. Some pretty cool gifts that we're gonna give the kids.
Oh, so you're out shopping right now?
Yeah. I'm shopping not for myself, but I'm shopping for for other people. Yeah.
Hey, that check cleared, brother. Get on down. I'll send you my list later.
Oh,
that's
man,
that's that new Barboza money.
You got to be in need, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey, that's that new Barboza money hitting.
Oh man, hopefully there's more, man. There should be, man. We just got a big win, so.
Absolutely. You know what? Let's talk Let's talk about that. I mean, easily to say the biggest win of your career, a fight that you've been waiting for, years in the making. You finally got your opportunity and you cashed in. Tell us about once you first got the official phone call and you knew that fight was taking place.
Man, when I got the first call, I believe it was supposed to be like for September 28th. I think it was gonna be like a main event in Vegas, but I didn't hear anything for like a few weeks, and I was like, man, like, is this fight gonna happen? Like, what's going on? I was kind of already getting worried. I was like, because it was more like and it wasn't even like nothing was set. It's like just a word.
Right.
You're like, okay, it's that's the fight we want to do. For most likely, it's a verbal agreement. He said yeah, you said yeah. So this and that. I was like, all right. So nothing, but we didn't hear nothing. It was like 5 weeks to the fight. And I was like, bro, this fight ain't gonna happen. Like, they haven't said anything. Like, I was training, and then they finally called us and like, hey, it's gonna happen, but it's gonna be in Saudi. And I was like, say less. So we were like, man, let's do it. So we got everything worked out, signed it, bro, and rocked and rolled, man. It was ready to go.
So how many people went up there with your team? I know you wanted to take, some family with you as well, but that's one. That's just not like, let's get in the car and drive down there.
No. You know what? I actually didn't want to take no family. My mindset, going into this fight was business only. We're gonna go out there, handle business, and come back home to the family, for the family. So we didn't want to take no family, no kids, no nothing, man. We just wanted to take the team and and eliminate anything, any other worries, bro. It was just gonna be focused on this fight, and that's it.
Well, you finally got your opportunity and you cashed in. But a lot of people are thinking, okay, well, yeah, he won that fight, but you're not content with this. I mean, the journey's not over yet, and for you, it's barely begun because you've always wanted to showcase your talent to the masses, not just in the area, but worldwide. Who do you got your eyes set on next?
Man, you know what? You said it. I've been waiting a long time for this. And I feel like, man. To be honest, I feel like, I'm very starting again. I feel like I'm hot right now. This is what we've been wanting, for a long time. And man, honestly, my eyes are set just on any champion right now. Anybody that's willing to give me a shot. I know the WBO just ordered a title eliminator for me and Jack, but it's kind of crazy how they ordered a title eliminator when Teofimo was healthy, and they should order, him to mandate him to fight one of us, But it is what it is. That's what we got to do. Go through the title eliminator, and to get what we need to get to, then that's what we'll do.
I'm gonna bring something up that I was gonna wait for in the middle of the show, and also, we are, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Jose Ramirez, who Arnold Barboza defeated, who is um, a unified champion. And we're gonna talk a little bit about Jose right now, but I want to talk about this. You just brought up the Jack Catterall. I spoke to Mark Kriegel from ESPN, and he said, first of all, he said, Richard, I'm excited about him. And I said, well, possibly it's going to be him and Jack Catterall from what I'm hearing. And he said, what the hell does this kid have to do to finally get his title shot? It shouldn't have to be an eliminator. Ramirez itself, that was a big fight. That's the eliminator. He feels you should be right in line for that title shot.
Nah, man, I should be, and it kind of sucks, I just beat, former Olympian, former unified champion. I beat, three. He's the third former champion that I beat already on my resume. I beat Alex Salcedo, who fought for a world title shot. I fought. So man, I'm telling you, it's definitely been a hard road, man. And it's a long one. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's nothing we can do, man. If that's what they say, that's what they say, man. But I don't know. I've never seen, one contender out there, man, that has gone through the road that I've gone through and fight and beat the guys that I beat through and still haven't got a title shot. I haven't seen it. So it's like you should just call me a super contender, right? You know what I'm saying? Make me a super contender if you're making super champions. Make me a super contender where I can just fight anybody for a title shot.
I like that. You know what? We're going to do that. Hashtag super contender. Mark Kriegel also mentioned, Arnold, what did you do different? What approach did you do differently to get this opportunity? Was it the management? Was it the promoter? You did something different to finally get this opportunity. What moves and what big changes did you ask for and did you receive to get this opportunity?
Oh man, to be honest, I think I don't think it was something that we did different. Of course, it was my team. Like I said, we have a new team now. We don't got you don't got no manager no more. My dad's my manager, and Steve Bash represents me. So that took part in it. But I think what really happened, bro, was yeah. So I think my last performance, kind of, you know, opened this door up for me. You know what I mean? Because I think maybe other like Ramirez and people seeing like my last performance, like, oh well, he's done. Let's take him down. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it was. And being me being number one, I think Jose wanted it, and he wanted that spot, and he needed me more than I needed him, bro. Because I didn't have to fight Ramirez, I could stay number one. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't have to fight him. People don't understand, but I wanted to fight. So I had something to offer him, and he wanted it, so he took the fight.
What was standing in the way in order to make this fight happen, for it to finally happen? What obstacle did you have to overstep, or what speed bump was in the way and you moved it out of the way?
I know where you're going with this, bro.
Hey, actually, that was all Mark Kriegel and
um,
myself.
Yeah, nah, you know what? To be honest, man, jokes aside, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a question that you'd have to ask, Top Rank, or you'd have to ask, Rick, my ex-manager. I don't know, what happened all these years. I mean, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. I mean, Ramirez says that like I said, he said that he had different paths, right? And I understand that, bro. And he did for a while. He was a champion, unified champion. He wanted undisputed, so he went that route. But my thing was like, okay, so what happened when after you lost? We could have fought. That's a fight that should have been made. Our last fight with Top Rank, we kind of not like had a fight wasted, but he fought Come, I fought Pedraza, and that was only like in a month apart. Why couldn't we fight instead of having those fights? Why couldn't we fight? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that was the perfect timing. Like if you're saying that we had different paths, okay, I know we did for a while, but our paths met a lot of times. So I mean, we even had Bob Arum on the record. When after I fight on the best press conference with Mike Alvarado, saying that the winner of me and Mike was gonna fight Jose Ramirez. And then it never happened. So I mean, like I said, I don't really know what happened. That's not I can't really answer that because I really don't know.
Well, let's remind the folks once again. I mean, you beat Jose Ramirez, an Olympian, former unified world champion, and his only loss leading up to your fight was Josh Taylor, former undisputed junior welterweight champion of the world. So your resume, it still tends to what's the word I'm looking for? To open the eyes to the non-believers. They put something in front of Arnold Barboza because they think, okay, he was slipping on his last fight. And I go to say this. I don't know too many people who will look good against the last southpaw that you just fought. I mean, he's going to make anybody look bad, and he's going to push a lot of people at the 140 pound division. So like I said, your last opponent was no pushover. But indeed, you did, and you have knocking on that door for a title shot. I don't know why they want to do an intern or another fight mandatory after you defeat Catterall. Who's next for a mandatory? Is it Devin Haney? I mean, the list goes on. Why aren't you getting these fights now?
Man, you know what, man? The thing is too, like, the people don't understand that Teofimo was a super champion, right? So he doesn't have to fight a mandatory. So I don't think the title eliminator really matters, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, is he really going to, at the end of the day, he's not going to fight one of us, so it's like, bro, like, it doesn't really matter, to me, it's like, man, like I wish they would enforce the rule, because if you look at the last 3 or 4 opponents that Teal's fought, they haven't been no one in the top 5 in the WBO, you got Jermaine Ortiz who was like number 8, then they had Steve Claggett, bro, who had 7 losses, they had a rank, like the last month, for him to fight him, It's like, bro, like, you're talking about I've been number 1, for the past 2 years, and you can't tell this dude to fight his number 1 guy, or at least the number 2 guy, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like he's doing whatever he wants, and he doesn't have a dance partner. He says supposedly Haney turned it down, and Cambosa turned it down, but bro, I'm here, like fight a number 1 guy, you fight the number 1 guy, man, like, but he doesn't seem to want to do it, bro, and honestly, it's frustrating, but like I said, I got off that Teal train, bro, trying to chase him for a long time already, bro. I gave him a lot of attention, a lot of time, and for what, man? He's not gonna fight me at the end of the day. I tried talking shit, didn't work. I tried, contacting, people who I have to, and didn't work. So I mean, at this point, we don't know what else to do.
Just I told Regis this a long time ago because he actually went to a press conference and he said, maybe I'm going to change the way I do this. I'm going to change the way I do that and do this. And it was kind of quiet right there. And I just got up and I said, hey, do what you do is what got you here, being yourself. So, I mean, he wanted to change the way he talked, and because he said he had an accent. And I said, do you and be you. And then everybody else started, letting him voicing their opinions. Arnold, do whatever it takes to continue to grow and get better. And those are those big names. Now, let me tell you this. This may sound a little like off the wall, but take this to the bank, Arnold. I think Jose Ramirez is in a great position. Reason being is now
yeah, he is.
Teofimo's going to say, okay, he has nothing left. I want him, because that's Teofimo's. That's what he does. Devin Haney's thinking that'd be a great comeback fight for me, etc. You see where I'm going? Him and Cepeda, or just anybody else that thinks that Ramirez is done, is going to want to use him as a stepping stone, and then then they're going to get surprised. But he's in a great position right now. He really is, because he may not get a title shot anytime soon because of that last loss, but then again, he may. But I think he has an opportunity of getting these big names that I just mentioned. A great comeback fight for Devin Haney. That's what Haney's camp says. Now Teofimo will probably want to fight him to think, okay, I'll get him out in 5 rounds, etc. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, man. That's true. Me and my dad were talking about that the other day.
Him and Regis Prograis. I'm sorry,
Man,
Arnold.
who knows,
Him
man?
and Regis Prograis would be a great fight.
Yeah. I think my dad was saying that he thinks that Regis and Ramirez should fight. That he said that would be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? Both coming off of losses, and I think Regis would need that fight too. But I don't doubt him, man. I don't the way this boxing team works, man. I don't even doubt he gets the title shot even before me, even after beating him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't put that past anything, bro. But who knows, man? Look, I wish nothing but the best for Ramirez, man. He's a good dude, like I said. And like I told him too after in the ring, I said, man, you need anything? He's in camp. You need some sparring, bro. I live right there down the street from Robert's gym, bro. I'll be there. So
hey, you took that question right out of my mouth, man. I was going to ask you, what did you and Jose say after the fight? Because I know you guys had a private moment.
Yeah, in the ring only. I usually try to look for my opponents after the fight, but we got ready real quick and went to the Zudo fight, but I didn't see him after. But I'm gonna get in contact with him, man, and hopefully we can get some sparring. And like I live down the street from Robert's gym, man. Literally, I live like 10 minutes, 15 minutes from Robert's gym. So hopefully he ever goes in camp, man. He needs some sparring that someone that that fights like me. I'll be more than willing to help.
Hey, man, iron sharpens iron, Arnold. I spoke to Roberto Diaz, and he said, he wishes you well. You did a great job, and you should be proud of the performance that you put forward.
Oh, man, thank you,
and
Tom.
I got to read this. This is from one of your buddies out there. You can find it because he was saying, he goes, man, is he mad at me or what's going on here? And, I'm rooting for him. And let me see this real quick. Okay, here we go. He said, I'm proud of him. Fought like a real pro and stuck to the game plan like a vet. Can't wait to see his next fight that he has in line. Great corner work, by the way. And that's from Sergio Mora.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Sergio Mora, man, that's the cool dude, man. I wasn't mad at him, man. I was just so pumped up, and I was just trying to, let people know, man, and finally put some respect on my name. And, it wasn't toward him or nobody. I was more like, I was just pumped up, man. I get in the heat of the moment, man. The adrenaline's going, man. So
Arnold, I know you're doing a lot of things, man, and I know you'll be in attendance. December 14th, Long Beach, California, Santa Fe Avenue. You're doing some business with Marv Nation Promotions, man. Tell us about the fighters you got going on in there, and just great business. Like I just said, iron sharpens iron. I know it's going to be one heck of an event.
No, yeah, man. I'm not a promoter. I am a manager. I do have 2 fighters right now. I have Kevin Gudinho, and who's fighting on that card. He debuted on a Golden Boy card, so I have him on that card to stay busy, and then hopefully get him back on another Golden Boy card in January. If everything goes good on December 14th, and I got Oscar Ochoa, who debuted on a Marv Nation card on DAZN. He's fighting in January on a 360 card in Commerce. So yeah, man, I'm just trying to keep these guys busy. I have a bunch of guys also on the Marv Nation card that we're doing that I wanted to put on, and to help them out. They're locals, and I know how hard it is to get fights out here and get fights in general. So I decided to help out guys that I know from from local areas to be able to showcase their skills, man, and keep them busy. So they're not they don't have to travel to Mexico and go do fights out there. So hopefully give them a platform out here to showcase their skills.
Arnold, you're always giving back, man. You're always giving your time, and I like that frame that you gave to one of your, I believe, a sponsor or somebody. We had your shorts, your gloves, and yeah, the USC colors, man, and they were popping that night.
Oh yeah, man, that outfit was it meant a lot to me. I was telling him because that's the fight, that's the outfit that beat a former Olympian, former unified world champion. That's the outfit that beat someone that I've been trying to fight for since 2019. So that outfit meant a lot to me, and for me to give it to him, it meant a lot to him. So you know what, he's treated me real good. We have a good relationship. He's good. He's a good friend to have, and he's a good sponsor, man. So a lot of my sponsors, man, that I have, we end up building long term relationships, and sometimes even going to business together. So he was a good person, man. I was actually with him today. We did some stuff and he hung out with him today. So it's a good dude, man. Shout out to David Jeweler, man, in the
Well,
city of
let's
El
give a
Monte.
shout out. Who hooked up that your trunks, your robe, everything? I mean, who's your designer?
Oh man, yeah, man. So I got the best designer, man, in the game, and you gotta highlight this, man. It's Ernie, man, from Everlast.
Ernie from
That dude,
Everlast.
man, has done all my outfits, like the best outfits. Yeah, Ernie from Everlast, man, and Everlast. Shout out to Everlast. Shout out to Ernie, man. He always designs my outfits. Like I was like, bro, so what are we doing for this fight? He's like, I got you. Don't worry about it. And I was like, all right, bro, take care of business.
Well,
So
I
that's
got to
what we
get a
did.
hold of Ernie from Everlast too, because I usually wear a jacket all the time, during the shows and stuff. But the Knicks are doing their thing right now, and I would love someone to make. How does it sound? just like a jacket, I always do it. Maybe black on black, but the three general stripes. You see them, but you don't.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
man, you're not the only one that wants to look good when they're doing their business. Arnold, come on now.
Yeah, man. Bro, you're the general, bro. You gotta get it.
Little by little, man. Speaking of general, on that card, we're going to have Fernando Vargas Jr. on the show, and his younger brother is the general. He's with another promotional company, and Amado now I'm hearing is going to be on the undercard of the Ryan Garcia card. Where is that, in Japan, China? Yeah,
Yeah,
Japan.
Japan. Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
about that
Japan.
today too.
So I mean, the Vargas brothers are moving really fast, and just to have your fighters coming up. I mean, what an opportunity! What if somebody told you, Arnold, when you were coming up, "Hey, I'm going to put you on the undercard of one of these televised events or one of these big events." What you're doing to help your fighters, man, is just, I mean, it's a lot of people open up in Tijuana. A lot of people open up in little bars wherever they can get a professional fight. And you got your fighters, and you're taking care of them in front of a live crowd, a well entertained, well promoted event with Marv Nation, who takes care of his fighters. And not only do you look after yourself in the ring, but you're looking after all these young fighters. How does that make you feel, not only as a father, a man, but as a future world champion?
Yeah, you know what, man? It's very humbling, man. I told, when I signed these fighters, I told them, that I was gonna look out for them the best way I can, and mistakes that I made, I will not let them make. Like I said, I'm trying to take care of them. I'm trying to help them out. Any doors that I have open, I'm opening up to them. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited for them. For Oscar, for Kevin, man, and there might be two other fighters that I might sign soon. So that keeps me busy too. Aside from the other businesses, this is real cool, man. I told myself that when boxing was done with me, I was gonna be done with boxing, but I want to stay in it. I love boxing, man. So I really
I
want
can
to stay
see
in
the
it.
future after you become a multiple division world champion. You sitting side by side with your pops, and you guys both cornering together. I think you have a lot to offer fighters. Maybe with their nutrition, you never miss weight in your life, and you always coming in shape.
Yeah, man. That's one thing I take pride in. Like the weight cut, man, in Saudi was just so easy. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. I came in at 140 in the dot. I was all pumped up, man, and I've always taken pride, in my weight, my training, my work ethic, because I'm not the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, but I just think that no one really outworks me, in the gym. So I think that's what separates me from a lot of people. Bro, could you get it? Bro, I got my son over here trying to look at my pin, bro.
Oh, is he? Oh, when you put it in your pin at the bank.
Yeah, bro, he's over here trying to, yeah. So we're buying a bunch of stuff for the kids, man, that they need. So
Hey, that's a good thing.
came and bought some
No,
Xbox
that's a
Ones
good
for
thing. Like
them.
I just said, you're giving back, and you continue to give back, and you know, um, God's going to continue to bless you, man, and give you the desire of
Oh,
your
yeah.
heart.
Oh man. No, yeah, wait, to the other side, right? Please upside down. No, yeah, man, we got some beginning of the year, man. Beginning of the year, we got some real exciting some things coming up, man. You know that no one really knows about yet. For the
That's
city,
good.
you know. So February, man, it's some big things are gonna happen. You know, and it starts with Christmas, man. You know, starts with Christmas. You know, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited for things that are coming, especially the city, man. Everyone's gonna love it, man. It's gonna be really big. So I have some
Well,
big
I'm looking
plans.
forward to it, man, because you are a man of your word. And I will say this, Arnold. I mean, this is easy for me because I know the answer to this, but still, it had to be so special. How did you feel when you got to see that video of your daughter just waiting for her dad's name to be called and your hand raised, and she just went? I mean, I have no words for it. It was just it was awesome. It was beautiful. It was enlightening. It was happiness and joy, peace, and just that the way she had, her all her corazon and her trust in you.
Oh man, it was a proud moment for me, man. Proud moment for me. You know, all my kids are proud of me. You know, she went viral from that. Yeah, she really did. You know, she went viral. I told her, I was like, Mom, you're more famous than me. But man, it's just what a humbling moment, man. You know, I mean, that's just the hard work. You know, I come back home and see my kids and and just explain to them, man, how good we have it, how blessed we are, man. And I promise myself, and I promise God that if He keeps blessing me, with just with stuff that He blesses me with, man, financially and winning fights and I'm gonna get back to people and bless people, so hopefully, we keep doing it, man. The train keeps going. I feel great. I feel amazing. I didn't want to take any time off the gym. My dad made me take a week. I had to take today off because we're getting stuff for
Yeah.
Glamis, but I was back in the gym Monday, grinding, man. So hopefully we get back soon, man. I didn't take no punishment. I didn't have no black eye. I didn't have no marks, man. I was kind of a little like, man, but it is what it is, man. I'm just, I'm
Well,
excited. I'm
we're
ready to get
we're
back.
expecting excited for you to get back. Arnold, where can we get some T-shirts, some hats, some gear? Do you got something online? Because people ask me the same thing.
Oh man, you know what? I don't
Okay.
have anything online right now. I've been a little busy with a lot of other stuff, but I am gonna, I used to have a website. I'm gonna open it back up again. Get some new merch out there for people to get too, man. I've been, kind of lacking in that kind of department, but it'll be up soon. It'll be up soon. You got some cool stuff
Let
coming
me
out.
ask you a tough question, man. Who do you got? Because I'm already said it. I said Ramirez versus Regis in February, Fresno, California. I'm going out on a limb and I'm just calling it right now. Right now. If that fight does take place, who do you have and why?
Man, I don't know. I've never shared the ring with Regis, so I wouldn't really know. But um, Jack Catterall's a hell of a fighter too. I don't know, man. That's a good fight. That's a 50-50 fight for me. You know, um, it depends on what weight it'll be at. Too. I don't think
I
Ramirez will
think
be
both
at
men
140
need to
anymore.
go
I
to
think maybe he moves
147.
up
I
if he
agree
does
with you,
come
Arnold.
back. Yeah. I was gonna, I'm gonna see. We'll see. But that'll be exciting, man. If it is in February, I think it's maybe a little too soon for Ramirez, probably. But if he does come back in February, that'll be amazing. I think maybe he should get back into it right away. So we'll see. But man, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. That's a
Yeah, I would
50-50
like to
one for
see him
me.
in there soon. It's been for I don't know the reason why, but it's always been his intent to fight at least 3 times a year, two at the very least. And inactivity, it doesn't help you.
No, man, it really doesn't. I'm very fortunate. That this year we got 3 fights in. They flew by, man. This year flew by so fast. It was just training, man. It was just training and grinding, and man, I'm just blessed, man. Thankful.
Well, I don't want to take too much of your time, man. I mean, you just got out of the ring, and you should be celebrating, doing this and that. And what you're doing, you're keeping your obligation, your promise that you promised God, and you're making a big factor in
Yeah.
some of these people's lives that don't have it like we do. We get the opportunity to wake up and to eat in the refrigerator or play something that we have, and you're helping the unfortunate, man, and continue to do so, and you're going to see your cup being filled sevenfold.
Yeah, man. But like, to be honest, man, like I really, I really don't do, none of this. I don't expect nothing back, man. I really don't. My dad's always taught me, like, hey, if you do things, man, do it out of your heart, and don't do things and expect things back.
Well, that's a very wise man. And at first, the first couple takes when I had your father on the show, I was calling him Arnold, and I just felt it didn't feel right. So I started calling him Mr. Barboza. That felt better.
Yeah, man. Pops is you know what, man? I give you props, bro. I swear, I really do. I think you might be one of the first guys to interviews him, other than like on a podcast. Other than Oz, man. You know um I don't think anybody else has interviewed him, man. He's I'm surprised you said yeah. That was pretty cool.
It was very cool, man. And it's the fighter's voice, Arnold, the only voice that matters. And God gives us favor.
Yeah, man. That was pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Well, listen, I just have this feeling that it is going to be Jack Catterall, and we'll have that conversation later. Right now, concentrate. Have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy it with your family. Keep being you. Keep doing what you do. And for all the followers and supporters, where can we follow you at?
Oh, man, on my Instagram, you can follow me at Arnold underscore Barbosa underscore Junior. On my Twitter, you can follow me at Junior Barbosa Arnold.
And they can catch you December 14th, right? You'll be in attendance?
Yeah. December 14th, I'll be at the Thunder Studios. January 16th, I believe it's the 16th, I'll be at the 360 in Commerce. I know we got three people from our gym that are fighting that day. So I'll be there as well. I got my fighter there as well. So yeah, man. I'm looking forward to seeing people, man, and seeing my fighters perform.
Yeah, and December 14th, that'll be 2043-4 Santa Fe Avenue, Long Beach, California, live on Marv Nation TV. There's still tickets available. December 14th, Thunder Studios, ladies and gentlemen. Catch Arnold Barboza, catch Fernando Vargas Jr., catch Marv Nation's son, Daniel. Man, he's making it happen. He's a fighter that is growing and improving every single time he enters the ring, and you'll never know who you'll find out there. You might just see Arnold Barboza lounging and just relaxing, go up to him and take a picture, say hello, tell him you appreciate him, as we all do.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for the promotion, man. Thank you for the support, man. Thank you for everything, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, bro, I got you, man. And like I said, but I will say this thing, Arnold. When I saw you go southpaw in the 12th round, I just I think I did what your daughter did. I just and it was just when I saw it, and I was telling the people that I was watching, I go, look, he just went southpaw right now. I go, he just stood there, threw that big left, even if it was for a second.
Yeah.
And it's it was a great moment to see. It was a good opportunity to see you be not just right-handed but conventional as well. And
Yeah,
the
man. I
victory's
thought
yours.
about you on that one. I thought about you on that one, and then like a lot of my boys, yeah, like a lot of friends were like, oh, look at this fool trying to get cocky now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, get your ass back to righty. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool, man. It was a good night.
It was a good night, brother, and I'm going to let you go. Drive safe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not subscribed to our channel, it's www.youtube.com/thefightersvoice, the only voice that matters. Make sure to follow Arnold Barboza. And if you have not watched his last fight, Arnold Barboza versus Jose Ramirez, it's still on the zone. You have a chance to watch it. And if you do watch it, they have no commentating whatsoever. So it's like watching a live fight. And hopefully you get on that soon, because DAZN likes to change their fights every now and then, but this is a fight that you don't want to miss. So again, if you missed it, make sure you tune in. We wish Jose Ramirez nothing but the best, and I believe he will regroup and become a two-time champion. I'd like to see that showdown with him and Regis Prograis. And I'm waiting for Arnold Barboza to get that phone call and say, hey, you know what? Whether if it's the WBA, the WBC, the WBO, IBF, or the Ring magazine, it doesn't matter. Arnold Barboza is waiting for that opportunity. Call him. You can call collect. Isn't that what Apollo Creed said when he wanted Rocky Balboa to fight him? You can call him and you can call him correct, but just come correct.
Yes,
Ladies
sir.
and gentlemen, I'm your host, Richard Ortiz. As always, it's a wrap. Thumbs up for Richie.
Okay, fight fans, it's not goodbye, but until next week. Remember, it's always voiceography at its finest. So on behalf of Richard Ortiz, the special guests, saying hasta luego, babies. And always, thanks for listening.